Good morning, everybody. I think we decided that we're gonna have a little segment in our videos called like Tula's Treasures or something like that. Every morning we go and we walk Jetty on the beach and try and pick up a little trash. And a lot of times we find some cool stuff and we want to share it with you. Most of it's just trash, but it's interesting and it's fun. So we went on a walk this morning and we found some stuff, and here are Tula's treasures for the day.
Plastic drink.
Super old koozie that's been out at sea for a few months. These suckers, I don't know what they are, but we find them all the time on the beach. If you guys know what they are, let us know.
More plastic drinks.
Tupperware container lid.
Tupperware container lid.
Sandal.
Soap holder.
Another sandal.
More plastic drinks.
Toothpaste Tupperware container lid.
Turtle death trap.
This could be something good. This looks like a float, like one of those floats that you have when you own a boat and you like put your money in there. There could be money in here.
I see it as old-fashioned deodorant.
And you're right. Bicycle seat.
Too many plastic silverwares.
Another plastic cap. And I think these are the most valuable of them all. I got excited when I found these little bobbers.
It showed them cool.
This one's like brand new. This one's like, eh. So I think these are keepers for now.
It's not all bad stuff. We also found a really cool shell. What's this thing called?
Sea bean.
A sea bean.
I still haven't found a sea bean like this. This is a burger one.
And sea glass. If you're Billy, beach glass.
Yep, beach glass. And I found that one, so it's called beach glass.
No, you didn't. I found that yesterday.
Oh, sea glass. Alright, well, thanks for joining us on this edition of Tula's Treasures. We'll meet you back here next time, I think, if we remember. So we're installing another one of our titanium chain plates from Caligo. I know we didn't paint this area yet. We're going to paint it after, all at once. Because we got a lot of other stuff to paint too. A lot of little spots. This is our third one we're actually installing. The 2/2 chain plates, we're letting some epoxy cure underneath them to kind of mold them up to be perfect with the surface. And then we got 3 more to go after that. The 2/2 lowers and the other cap shroud chain plate. We're getting there, we're getting there. I think we'll do everything except the 2/2 lowers, and then we're gonna do all of our rigging, and then we'll do the 2/2 lowers and then finish those rigging things.
Here's your daily dose of cuteness. Did you put peanut butter on her nose?
No.
Did you sneak into the peanut butter jar? We're good. Another one down. How'd that go?
Good. 3 down.
2 halfway done?
5, yeah, 2 halfway done, and then 3 more to go after that. Almost there.
What you doing?
We're just putting the roller furling back together. We replaced the inner forestay. You saw, no, maybe you didn't see that. The inner forestay is an 8mm piece of wire, so we replaced that.
When we were in the yard.
When we were in the yard, and we had it down. Oh, it can't go.
And that is going to be our only stay that is wire. All the rest is fancy dynamo.
Because a roller furler can't ride on dynamo.
Why? Because it would chafe it?
I think so. Chafe it, and then it beats one of the biggest advantages of dynamo, which is being able to inspect it for chafe and wear and stuff like that.
So our goal today is to get this back on, our Genoa back on, and our 2 back chain plates.
Mounted, fully mounted.
And that's our goal for the day. And we did it wrong, so we gotta take it off.
Well, we didn't do it wrong, because this thing should come all the way apart, but there's one bolt screw in there that is spinning the nut that's like built into it.
We are finally ready to put our Genoa back up on the roller furler. let's go.
Just mounting the two aft chain plates. We made sure we sent them into Caligo because they have a few bends in them, and titanium's really hard to bend. So I guess they had to anneal it, like heat it up at a certain temperature for a certain amount of degrees. I think for fatigue resistance after they bent it. But Caligo did that out in California and sent them back to us. And now we're mounting them up. Just putting a little bit of caulk. Sierra is on the inside, putting on the nuts. So after these two, we have one more cap shroud chain plate, which that's gonna be the hardest one left. And then we have the two aft lowers, which will be pretty easy. All right, you wanna just start top to bottom, put a little of the thread locker on, and then put the nut on right after that. Jetty's keeping a lookout, guarding our boat from the water taxi. Our boat's a mess right now. Disaster, still. Right, Jetty? Don't worry, we'll paint all this whole area up. What are we doing? What's going on? I know you just want to hang out right in the middle of the action. What you doing down there? What are you doing?
Destroying another piece of the boat. I'm cutting holes in our vinyl so we can remove our chain plate. We didn't have this issue on the other side because I had already taken all the vinyl off. But we weren't gonna do that on this side, and we're gonna have to figure out a way to cover it up.
This is our cap shroud chain plate on the other side. And there's 4 bolts, right? Is there one lower than? No, that's the lowest.
Way up there.
Oh, way up there. Shoot.
Hi.
What are we doing?
Well, I'm turning into a monkey, and we're removing our third to last chain plate.
Which one is this?
Aft lower.
Good job.
Ding, ding, ding.
Put these here, don't lose these, right? Alright, now see what happens when you do the other side. See if we can unscrew the bolt. No, it's not.
No.
Alright, so screw that back in. Let's get another nut on top of there. Sierra took our ceiling panel off so that we can get to this top nut
I don't know if this will work because it
of our
like
cap shroud chain plate. But we haven't taken it out yet. We're not quite ready. We took a few bolts out, not all of them. And you gotta go reverse on each other. Yeah, there you go.
No way.
You need some muscles in there.
If I can get, I've been able to get this on, and as long as it's on.
Okay. We'll see what happens. I gotta see.
Is it moving?
I don't think so. Yeah, it's moving. You got a new technique there, huh?
I don't really fit in this space, so.
Sierra, we got work to do.
I have removed the bolts holding together our aft lower chain plate, and they have signs of corrosion.
This one's super bad. Look at that.
This one we're missing a single thread, but it's also very rusted. This is the same chain plate, but on the other side of our chain plate, whose bolts kind of totally erupted on our way.
That was like a year ago when we were down in Miami. And yeah, these bolts just sheared. And
But on the other side.
On the other side. So it's gonna feel really good to replace these suckers with nice, these aren't even bolts, they're just threaded rod. We'll replace them with actual bolts with a nice shoulder. Do we have to drill them out?
I don't know.
So check this out. This is pretty cool. This thing was so freaking long, this chain plate. The only reason I can think of is to get it higher than the cabin top, but I don't even know why then, because you can turn the turnbuckle just from the outside if it were, you know, below, like, how it's going to be. Like, the turnbuckle would have been fine here. The only other reason I can think of is like maybe when it's slack on the leeward side so it doesn't smash into the cabin top, but it shouldn't be. So we're replacing this whole huge thing, piece of stainless, with this nice small piece of titanium from Caligo. So look at that difference. This is like a pound versus like, I don't know, 5 pounds. Beautiful.
We are officially on our final chain plate. We have all the bolts already removed. Now we just have to figure out how to get it out of the deck. On a scale of 1 to getting the cross beam bolts out, how hard was that?
2 or 3. Yeah, that was a 3. It was much quicker than I thought.
Getting my 4 extremely long bolts out, I give it a 6. So, well, we're done with that one. Now we have to get it in. Let's see if that goes as smoothly. Hey, what do you think? What do you think? Say cheese.
What you doing?
Just trying to put this through the wall.
What's that for?
To hold our new chain plate in. But it's not very easy.
Hey guys, I just want to give you real quick a little more insight on why we chose to go with some titanium chain plates. And there's some advantages and disadvantages, just like with any material you choose. So the main advantages of going with titanium chain plates are the weight savings, the strength, and the corrosion resistance. We saved around 16, 17 pounds in total, but in general titanium weighs something like 40% as much as 316 stainless steel. The strength, for the same size piece of titanium, you get about almost 4 times as strong in yield strength, and then almost twice as strong in tensile strength. Don't quote me on that stuff. I'm not an expert. This is just the information I found online. Definitely do your own research. And then the disadvantages of going with titanium chain plates are definitely the increased cost and the machinability. I did actually have to get 2 chain plates machined myself because they forgot to do it on the West Coast. But I had to go to one special place to get the holes drilled. I had to go to another place to get the titanium bent, and then I had to go to a third place to get the titanium annealed for fatigue resistance. So it's really important if you have any bends in titanium, it must be heat annealed, otherwise it could break over time. If you guys want any more details on that, I'm going to put a blog post on our website, and I'll link to that in the description. I'll have a little table about
our stats that we found changing out the chain plates. But yeah, the main reason, and the reason that I think anyone would choose titanium over anything else, is the corrosion resistant. At least for chain plates on a sailboat. I mean, they'll never ever corrode. This boat, the chain plates will far outlive this boat, which is pretty cool. Now, we still use 3/16 stainless bolts, so they should probably be inspected as often as you would inspect them on any chain plate, because titanium bolts would have been just a ridiculous cost. And it's probably good to inspect those bolts anyway, just so you can see if you are getting any leaks around that chain plate, because that should be addressed as well. And you might not notice it if you don't take out those bolts. Hope you guys like that video. I'll put a bunch of links below, link to Caligo where we got the chain plates, and to our page on our website, and also have the link to the Tula shop. Check it out.